Alrighty, folks. First off, I want to say this has to be one of the creepiest Christmas Santa Clauses that I've ever come across in my entire life. Only because it's probably older than me, and I am in my 40s. Although I can't verify that, I just know that this has been in my family, well, since I was a baby, okay? It is very old. There is no digital electronics in it of any kind. It works on a little plastic record, and it does the creepiest things that I've ever heard. Anything. I think it belongs on a Halloween scenario than a Christmas scenario. I'm going to warn you, it doesn't work 100%. I think the motor is going, but here's how it works. It does have a squeeze me. And no, this is not in any way, shape, or form messed with on audio. There's no overlap of any type of creepy nothing. This is the way it worked. I remember it from when I was a kid, only I remember it working a lot more smoother than what it's about to do. But just take a listen to this. Once again, that's not tampered with, it's not messed with, there's no overlays, there's no creepy laugh in the end. The thing is just friggin' possessed. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it gets really creepy. I'll do it one more time, and then I'm going to show you how it works, because I want you people to see this. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are probably 20, maybe even 30 years younger than me, and you've probably never come across something like this. It is not in the best of shape. It does have a hole in the back here, so I'm sure it's not worth anything. Whoops. He's a fake Santa. See, he's got a fake beard, and he has a creepy laugh. If that's not the creepiest thing you've ever heard, then, well, I don't know. I mean, this is for a Christmas toy anyway. Okay, first of all, I didn't... I did not do that on purpose. You can't help but... It is very loud. It literally craps out his insides. Here we go. Okay, first of all, it runs on a C battery. How do you know how many Christmas things run on a C battery? This is actually the unit. I gotta put the camera down. There we go. Okay, that's actually the unit. I know it looks like a little baby spoon, but it's not. This is just a trip mechanism. I'm gonna trip it now, but I'm gonna trip it only because I can shut it off. It does come out his butt. It looks well. I could throw all kinds of jokes here, but I won't because he's a Christmas Santa. So let's behave. Okay, and you press the little spoon. Okay, but we don't really need to hear the whole thing. And actually, if you hold the spoon and he shuts up temporarily, that's the motor. It's got a little motor in there. That's why it's got that gigantic C battery. Okay. Take the battery out to shut them up. Okay, there we go. No more sound. Okay. I don't mean that literally. Okay, this little spoon here is a trip mechanism. It pushes that little button right there, and it starts this little motor. But that's really not the real bulk of it. Now, I've only got one hand here, so just bear with me. I could probably open them up, but I won't be able to put them back together with one hand. I can open them with one hand. Now, with this guy, I've got to do this every Christmas to get it to work because the motor is so friggin' old. You can hear it. It was lagging a little bit. When you first throw the battery in the first time after he sits through the spring and the summer and the fall, it doesn't work. You got to open it up, give the motor a little turn, and then it starts off really slow. Even though you got a nice fresh battery, it'll start off like And then as the motor gets more used, then it loosens up. And eventually it starts playing even better. I would venture out to say maybe drop something in there. You can hear it trying to start, but there's no battery in it. And if it did start, then you'd see me running out the door, because I really get creeped out with the paranormal. Okay, here we go. Here's how it works. If I get the damn thing open, here we go. That right there is actually, if you can hear this, I don't know if you can hear it. Hear that? Zip, 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 zip. It's actually a record. It's made of plastic, but it's a record. It's got grooves. A record. Ah, of course. We got some youngsters out there. What's a record? Run to your mommy and daddy, and they'll tell you. Okay. It uses this tiny little record, and it's got this little belt in there that drives it. I want to be really careful because this is the original belt that's on here. So let me just put the camera down for 1 sec. I really want to be careful because I don't know the condition of this belt, and I don't want it to break. I just want to take off the record so I could show you how it works. It does come off. It's held on just by the belt. There we go. Okay, see? That goes around and around and around and around and around and around. It spins. Well, no matter what I do, you won't be able to see it, but this does turn, okay? And then if you look in here, that right there is the needle that plays the record. Put the needle on the record. This is the belt that drives the record. Sounds like, what is that? This is the cover. This is, whoops. That was the cover. Oops. Butterfinger me. Okay. This is the cover. This is the record that the cover covers. This is the needle that plays the record that the cover covers. This is the belt that drives anyway, I don't know. Sounds like one of those little thingies. Okay, this, the record's connected to the belt drive, anyway. Okay, and anyway, the belt is connected to that little motor that runs in there. And I believe that motor is probably at least 35, 40 years old. And it still works, although not too well. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, on the inside of this thing here moves. But I'll be darned if I know what the hell it does, because I think it controls the volume, but I wouldn't swear to it. It could control the speed. It actually could do a couple of things. I really don't know what it does. I mean, if you guys are familiar, if anybody's out there that's older than me and they know how this thing works, maybe you could tell me what the hell this does, because I don't have a friggin' clue. I just know it slides back and forth, and it doesn't seem to do much of anything. Maybe I should try putting it back the other way and see if it makes it any quieter, because it is really friggin' loud. I mean, this thing it's loud. It's like somebody yelling in the room. Okay, no, that's it. And that's how this works. It is actually a little record. So, that's it. And then, of course, to put this back on, the belt goes around the piece right here. See, it's got like a little groove. You just slide the record back on, and this just snaps on there. You drop the screw in, drop the battery in, and then you get the wicked laugh in the end there. You know, it sounds kind of like an evil thing. Like, anyway, and he's the evil Santa. Okay. I tell you, I had him on the table before. He was sitting there. I had my friend over. I swear, he was a witness. I saw him do it. So he won't stand up now because his guts are out. But he was standing up on his own on the table over there, and his two arms went like this, but both arms moved like he's slapping himself. And he made a noise like. So I swear he's possessed, or at least this thing is. I mean, listen to it. There's no battery in it, and it's like making a noise. I mean, of course I'm pressing it, but that I have no idea what the hell that is. Actually, I think it's the speaker. But anyway, I thought I'd put this up on YouTube. It's a creepy little thing. And if you like old, falling apart, creepy little dolls, well, there you go. He's drunk and he's smelling his foot. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll stop there.